Hi, I'm Adam Kunzmiller with BGG TV at Gen Con 2014, and I'm joined by Sean Brown with Mr. B Games, and we're here to look at Spurs. So, what is Spurs?
So Spurs is kind of an open-ended sandbox type Western adventure. What I really dig about this game is everybody gets a character that kind of gives you a role. I really love the theme and how this game pulls you into the theme. I grew up a big fan of Boot Hill back in the day, and I always felt like anytime I got a Western board game, they never quite captured the feel for me. They always hit on some marks, missed on the others. I love Bang, but there's not enough game there for me. There's a light game there, it's a great game, but it's not a deep enough game. And anytime I played Way Out West and I liked it, but it had some scoring issues, right? There was always something, right? I loved Carson City, right? But it was a little bit long and a little bit finicky for what it was. So when I got the opportunity to work with Ole on this game, I was blown away by how well he had captured kind of the feel of an American Western or spaghetti Western. And I immediately knew I wanted to capture that kind of artwork. You know, I wanted to get that kind of an emotional response. I actually found out from one of our Italian distributors that all of the artwork was used in Italian Westerns, in the dubbed Westerns. Yeah, the guy was famous for that stuff. So total coincidence, it worked out great. So in the game, basically what you're doing is, a turn is very simple. Everybody has a character. On your character, you have a few things such as a riding skill, and then you have your bullet skills. And this will tell you roughly how well you are with a weapon. So the brown bullets are for your shotgun, the silver bullets are for your pistol, and the black bullets are misses.
Okay.
Right, so everybody gets a bag, and this is kind of like deck building or a character in a bag. So we've put our bullets already in these bags, okay? And I'm better at hunting with my shotgun than I am with my pistol. And Adam's gonna play the bandit because it really fits his personality. He wears a little hat, he's got a mustache, drives a Trans Am. Or he's just a bad guy, one or the other.
I like the first option.
Well, who doesn't like a Trans Am?
That's right.
So he'll be using silver bullet challenges, I'll be using brown bullet challenges. The cool thing I like about Spurs is just because I'm a hunter doesn't mean I need to go after things like the rabbit and the coyote. I could go rob banks with a hunter if I want to.
Sure.
That's what I mean by it's like open-ended sandbox. If you wanted to be a bandit and go hunt outlaws, you could do that. I like a game that gives you the ability to, you just want to go to the saloon and drink and do challenges at the saloon, you could just do that.
Okay.
And you wouldn't even have to interact on the board. You might not win, but you could do it. So a basic turn is going to work like this. You're going to take your riding skill, which in my case is 2. You're going to roll those dice, add the number of horses together, and that's the number of spaces you could travel. And as long as you can make it to wherever challenge you were trying to do, you can then perform the challenge.
Okay.
So I've moved to an outlaw. This guy is a 1 bullet challenge. So what I'm looking for is 1 gray bullet out of my bag. Now, when I draw for a challenge, I always draw 3 bullets unless I want to use a spur. By using a spur, this is kind of like luck. So spending this spur will allow me to draw 4 bullets from my bag.
Okay.
I don't think I need a spur to get 1 gray bullet. I think I can make it happen.
3 draws, you'll be fine.
So I'm gonna go in here. That's a miss. That's a miss. I only have 2 in my bag.
That's more interesting.
It's gotten a little interesting, and that would be a hit with my shotgun, not with my pistol. That would be a failed attempt.
Okay.
Now some tokens, like the coyote, have a red bullet. And people say, coyotes carry guns and they shoot at me? No, that's to signify that if you fail the challenge, the coyote bites you.
Right.
And then what happens is you actually take a red bullet and you put it in your bag.
So now you're going to fail more often because nothing needs a red bullet.
So red bullets are just like black bullets misses. The only exception is if you go to a town and visit a doctor, they can pull red bullets out of your bag for you. So there's a chance to pull that bad luck out. Okay? Now also when you're in town, you can buy new weapons, you can train in your pistol or your rifle, you can buy improved rifles and pistols, and you can keep augmenting your bag.
Right.
So that's how the game works. All of these challenges are different. They're like little miniature games. So one of the mini games you could do, like on Adam's turn, if he rolled and moved over here to the horse, we could do a horse breaking challenge.
Okay. Oh,
you zoom into this little miniature board. And the idea is you put your character on the start space and you roll these directional dice, and your object is to try to stay on the bucking bronco without falling off the little miniature board.
Okay.
And the horse will tell you how many turns it takes to do that. So in this challenge, you have 4 turns to ride on a horse. And we didn't punch these out, but these X's, you actually put random terrain. So there might be a boulder there, or there might be a tree or something. And
Something
so
that blocks my movement.
You would
that
have to
navigate
manipulate around
it.
Right. So you put the the lines, you face them towards you, so that you know the orientation of the cowboy. So let's say we're gonna opt for that die, which allows us to move straight back. So that would be one turn on your horse. You would roll again, and you'd say something like, let's take this die, which is straight down. That would be 2. Now, if we took this arrow here, it would go straight back and we would fall off the map, fall off our horse, and fail the challenge. So we don't want to do that. But we have up and to the left or up and to the right. Up and to the right's a little scary because there's 3 possible bad spots.
Boxing myself in.
That's a pretty safe move. And your 4th and final roll to see if you can stay on your horse results in a down, and you're safe.
And here's the 4 on the horse, so I made it.
You would now get to solve this challenge. You put it on your character. While you have it in your possession, you get a +1 to your movement because you're on a horse now.
All right.
And anytime you're in a town, you can sell that horse for the reward printed on the horse and the fame printed on the horse.
So I think I'm starting to see the sandbox nature. On your turn, you just decide what it is what you want to spend your energy doing.
Absolutely.
What determines the end of the game?
So the end of the game is determined by a little track here. So if you're first time playing this out of the box, we recommend play to 5 points. What this does is it gets you familiar with all the mechanics very quickly. You can go through the rules, the setup, all that stuff. A game with a full 5 players, setup, reading the rules, everything, 30 to 40 minutes, playing to 5 points.
Okay.
After you know the game, after that first play, the standard game is 10, take you a little over an hour. We really love that feeling and that catch. There's one super cool other thing that I absolutely love in Spurs that I'm going to show Adam how to do right now.
No.
Well, it's the paper money.
It is really pretty money.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's still paper money. I should have put coins in there for money. Sorry, everybody.
So what's the cool thing?
So the cool thing is, let's say, in a lot of games there's a runaway leader and there's nothing you can do about it. And so then you get in a kingmaker versus position of, do I give this guy the victory or not? So we asked ourselves that question of, in what game would it be okay to gang up on the leader? In the Old West, it's okay to shoot a man.
Yep.
Right? So let's say Adam's about ready to win the game. I could roll my dice and move to Adam's location and challenge him to a duel.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do, because Adam's going to win. So
I have a feeling we're going to need these.
So we're going to need our bullet bag. So you take your bag in one hand, you put your hand on the table in the other.
Oh, I like this already. Hold on, let me get this out of the way.
Now, on the defender's initiative, which is Adam, because I'm attacking him, he's going to say draw. When he says draw, you can reach in your bag as fast as you can, pulling out one bullet at a time and putting it face up.
Okay.
Adam is better with a pistol than I am. So Adam is looking for 2 silver bullets to defeat me. I'm looking for 2 brown bullets to defeat him. As soon as either of us get the 2 bullets, slap the table. Bang.
All right.
Winner's gonna win the duel and gets to steal something from the other guy.
Let's do this.
You on?
I'm ready. Set. Draw. Oh, this isn't going well. I didn't even get one of them. Oh, I suck at duels. All right, very cool. So what happens now that I've lost the duel?
So after I've beat you at a duel, I have the option of stealing something from you, like half your money, if you had a nugget of gold, your horse. So in my mind, I looked at this and I said, Adam had a horse, he was about to go collect the fame on it, I'm gonna steal your horse.
Makes sense.
Right, and now you're not gonna win the game. I prolonged the game a little bit. Now, 2 things happen here. If Adam was wanted, there's no crime in shooting a wanted man.
Makes sense.
If Adam was not wanted, I, in fact, now have a wanted poster.
So that's where these come in.
That's where those come in.
All right.
Now, basically, by me getting a wanted poster, every player on the table can now justifiably come and shoot me for that reward and have no penalty in doing so.
Great. All right, well, that sounds really interesting. Is this available now, coming out soon?
Yeah, so this came out about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, we debuted it at Origins, and it came out about a week after that. The first print run is completely sold through a distribution, but a lot of friendly local game shops still have some copies, and we are working on a reprint as fast as we can.
All right, great. Well, once again, that was Spurs from Mr. B Games.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Cool.